Across the globe, there are places which aspire to provide the most exclusive of holiday experiences. Luxurious.
What I am doing is the best you can get in the moment.
Adventurous.
Oh my God, lions! Oh my goodness!
And sometimes quirky.
He is one of the most famous guests, and he has a fan club. He has an Instagram of over 10,000 followers.
But what challenges do these hotels face, and how do they strive to be a top destination?
Anybody could have bricks and mortar in the right location, but in order to stay relevant, I do think it's important to innovate.
With exclusive access, we go behind the scenes.
All right, now let me take you to one of our specialty suites.
Following the staff who work around the clock.
Guys, we need to be fast, yeah? The guest is waiting.
To deliver to their guests whatever it takes to impress.
When you go from one room to the other, you go into another piece of art.
Notice the view is like no other in the world.
All our guests love fantasy and happiness.
We take care of every guest and make them feel like kings.
From Asia to Arizona, Kenya to the Caribbean, Dubai to India. Step behind the scenes of some of the world's most incredible hotels. This time we're in India, famed for its hospitality and service.
Looking after our guests and the service that we provide to our guests has to be beyond exemplary. And that pursuit is the most important thing for us.
They expect to be looked after. They expect attention to detail. They expect a certain amount of pampering. And they expect discreet, understated, efficient service, which is anticipatory but never in your face.
A country renowned for its spices that make its cuisine world famous.
Yeah, it smells amazing, you know, it smells amazing.
And is home to two iconic hotels that hope to take 5-star service to the next level. In Udaipur, guests pay thousands to be treated like royalty in this palatial property. While under the hotel runs a network of tunnels where employees can deliver exceptional service without being seen.
That helps us in contributing to the very tranquil atmosphere and experience that we're trying to build for our guests here.
So all the service goes from there. If you order, say, bacon and eggs in the morning, the chef will make it, the guy will take it, and he will emerge about 2 minutes from your room. It's quite amazing.
And in the heart of New Delhi is a hotel which is the preferred accommodation for one of India's royal families. That controversially closed its doors for a major refurbishment at the height of its popularity.
We were here for the closing party. You will not believe my son and me were in tears. Like, how are we going to manage the next 2 years without this hotel?
They invested millions before opening again, hoping to bring something very special to wow their clients.
There is a new life, new energy, but yet he will draw a comparison or will understand that it has something with the past.
In Rajasthan, a state in northern India, lies Udaipur, also known as the City of Lakes. Set on the banks of Lake Pichola is a hotel attracting guests wanting all the modern conveniences, but with a very traditional feel. Veer Sangvi is a travel journalist who's stayed in some of the most prestigious hotels on the planet.
So the overwhelming theme of Uday Vilas was to build a hotel that reflected Udaipur in all its glory, yet was one that was part of the environment that seemed to grow organically out of the land on the banks of the lake. So that was the genesis of Uday Vilas.
It's important for the management that every guest feels like royalty, even before they check in. This morning, the hotel's arranged for a troupe of dancers and animal handlers. They're preparing for the arrival of new guests Marion and John Cotterill from Australia. They've booked what the hotel call their royal welcome experience. While the hotel staff race to their places, the couple are being ferried across the lake to the front gates.
We decided to do a tour of India on the recommendation of some friends, and we saw a great package, and then we went to New Delhi for a few days for a bit of modern India, and then came along here to rest and relax at the Udaipur villas. Well, we expect them to be fabulous and to have a certain level of service that we've been accustomed to, and something special, because there's always a surprise when you walk in the door.
Amit Kool is the hotel's general manager.
Because we are on the banks of Lake Pichola, I think it's a lovely way where we welcome our guests. When they come from the airport to the hotel, they come on to the other side of the lake, and we bring them to the hotel by boat. So there's this very lovely way of coming on the boat, on the water, all the way to the hotel. And as you're coming closer to the hotel builds up to you. And at the same time, you get to see the palace from the lake as well. So it's a great setting to bring guests in rather than by road.
With the hotel at full capacity, boat driver Kishan has to ensure that his guests arrive at just the right time.
My name is Kishan. I am working in Udaipur Hotel 11 years. My mostly work is guest arriving and drop to hotel.
Like many of the staff at the villas, Kishan has been doing his job for many years.
Udaipur बहुत अच्छा lake and view around the hills, everything is good.
We thought we were going to the wrong hotel because we thought they were taking us out to the water palace or something, and yeah, the boat ride's been
quite a surprise.
Quite a surprise.
Yeah, the attention to detail's been fantastic,
and the service is just a level above what we've had anywhere else in the world, really.
With the couple expecting to be wowed, the hotel needs to pull out all the stops.
We've heard the welcome experience is very special here, and it's been living up to expectations, especially with this fabulous boat ride.
Please, two-step, mind your head. Thank you. Please, careful, two-step, mind your head.
With perfect timing, John and Marion arrive at the hotel's pontoon and are picked up by the on-site transportation, a golf buggy.
We welcome our guests with horses and camels on both sides. And then there's music and dances as well.
Such fanfare takes a lot of coordination, but it's paid off. John and Marion probably weren't expecting this.
Whenever kings would come back from a journey and would be coming back into their palaces, they would have a very, very royal welcome. And similar is the kind of experience that we provide to some of our guests. Then you get showered with rose petals, exactly as it would have happened hundreds of years ago in the palaces of Udaipur as well. So yes, that's a lovely way of welcoming our guests, and I think a very royal way of welcoming our guests into our hotel.
By the time you arrived at the villas, it's pretty much a wow. You're already sold. You don't have to do very much more. The arrival experience is, I think, probably one of the best in the world.
Thank you. You're right.
The Uda Villas was built in 2002 to resemble the palaces that used to occupy the region.
Once you enter the lobby as well, we've got a beautiful gold leaf work dome right in the middle of the lobby. And it's got murals with floral paintings on the side of the dome as well, which are all hand-painted with organic vegetable dye colors. And that also is in keeping with the style of this particular region. All the architectural elements are of the region of Mewar. So whether it's the domes, whether it's the archways, whether it's the small details of the stone pillars, all of them are in keeping with of this particular region. All the artisans who worked here are also local from this particular region. And we've used various architectural elements which are all locally done. And we've used elements like miniature painting in our hotel, which is a very ancient art of this region. And I think that's one of the reasons why the people of Udaipur feel so connected to this hotel.
The luxury feel also comes with a lavish price tag. Their most prestigious room, a suite with a private pool, costs over £8,000 per night. Water is a theme for this lakeside hotel. It has 2 heated outdoor swimming pools and 19 pools of water running through it. And the vastness of the hotel's grounds attracts all sorts of wildlife.
All our guests, obviously, they do love the location, they love the tranquility of the place, they all love the architectural elements of the hotel.
I think you could argue if you didn't live in India and you came to India, you could go to Uday Villas for a once-in-a-lifetime experience. They're not just for foreigners, they're for Indians as well. And I've been 5 times, and I know several Indians who've been more often than I have. It is the finest resort in India. It's often been called the finest hotel in the world.
New Delhi, a hustling and bustling city, famous for its diverse range of restaurants, temples and culture. It's also home to one of the most famous hotels in India, the Oberoi New Delhi. It's been family-run for over 50 years and prides itself on its personal service.
There is still that sense of old world hospitality where the owner of the hotel makes sure you have the best experience possible because at the end of the day, it's his name on the door.
Originally built in 1965, before having a multi-million-dollar renovation in 2016, this hotel has been a hub for the city ever since. It's typical of a high-rise city centre property. It has 220 rooms, including 34 suites, 3 restaurants, 3 bars, a patisserie, and a delicatessen. It boasts an impressive marble reception hall and regularly welcomes members of India's royal families.
It's as if the weight of the world just lifts off your shoulders the minute you enter it. We've had so many memories, very happy memories here, and we continue to have more of them.
Jay Rator is the Senior Vice President and General Manager. It's his job to ensure all his guests' needs are met.
They expect to be looked after. They expect attention to detail. They expect a certain amount of pampering. And they expect discreet, understated, efficient service, which is anticipatory, but never in your face.
The hotel has the reputation of being one of India's busiest and most bustling venues, and attracts a large number of international guests. Rory Scale, a businessman from Australia, has made it his home while working in the country.
My business works across India. It's based in New Delhi. I've used the Oberoi as a central base. The staff is incredibly consistent, and I really appreciate that. They definitely know what I like to have in the morning for breakfast. I don't even have to ask for the coffee. The coffee that I like is served. It's the little things which go a long way, and I think, again, when we're talking about service, it's those 1%ers do add up.
Whenever Rory arrives at the hotel, he's met with a personal greeting and traditional Indian hospitality.
Every time I do arrive, it's genuine, and I think that's the difference. Nothing is forced.
We make sure that they have a perfect traditional welcome. When I say traditional welcome, I would say the arti, which is like a prayer thing. Guests are God in my country, as you know. We take that to its sacred journey, and we ensure that they are given a proper traditional welcome the Indian way. We would put a garland, ideally of marigold, which is an auspicious flower in my country.
The hotel obviously takes service very seriously, and in order to ensure consistency, the staff all get rigorous training. It even has its own college for learning and development.
As far as hospitality education is concerned, I think the École Hôtelière is the oldest and most recognized and respectable hotel school in the world.
The attention to detail the staff are taught doesn't go unnoticed. Her Excellency Divya Bharatpur and her son Prince Anirudh have been coming to this hotel for decades.
We feel at home here because of the services. I've yet to see a hotel with the kind of personalized service we get over here. They keep our preferences in mind, they don't forget.
You can make a hotel out of gold, but nobody would come to it if you don't have the service. And I think the service standards of the Oberoi are a cut above the rest across India.
It's one of those hotels where you don't have to keep reminding the staff. That's the training that they go through here.
Today, the students are beginning their 6th week of a 2-year course at the Training Academy, in the hope of securing a job at one of the hotels within the group. This is the first time cameras have been allowed to film at this prestigious college.
That's what the session is about. It's about communication skills, all right? And when was the first time that you started communicating?
Since you were born.
Since you were born? Even before you were born?
Yes.
Yes, all right.
Rohit Gambhir is the executive chef at the New Delhi Hotel. He's also a graduate of the college and knows firsthand what the students go through.
Take this back, knead it in a smaller container. Iska tag. Training is something that is extremely important to us. We strongly believe, and we don't say that because it's a nice word to talk. We believe in it, and we are as good as our teams are. And I strongly believe that these are things that are so interlinked to each other. Unless you are training people, there is going to be no consistency. So that's very important. Yes.
So we see that if you've gone
through these... As far as the Oberoi Centre of Learning and Development is concerned, or OCLD, as everyone calls it, started in the 60s. It's 50 years old. And schools, or all institutions, particularly institutions of learning, over a period of time, you know, they iron out the creases and understand what it takes to make successful, practical, and productive students.
The Uda Villas in Rajasthan is spread across a vast area, and with 350 people working around the clock, it's a big operation. But unlike the hotel in Delhi, staff here keep a very low profile, and guests often only meet those front of house.
the service is actually better than it would be in many city hotels. And I was trying to work out how do they manage this ghostly service whereby without waiters or housekeeping roaming the corridors, everything is still perfect. And the answer, and I hadn't realized until I actually checked, is that because it's built on a series of hills, there are many levels to it.
Everything from room service to the kitchen operations are actually run below the hotel via a unique system.
We'll be able to provide our guests with a very, very unobtrusive atmosphere across the hotel. And so we've got this beautiful fabric of tunnels. It should be seamless. It shouldn't really be visible.
So all the service goes from there. If you order, say, bacon and eggs in the morning, the chef will make it, the guy will take it, and he will emerge about 2 minutes from your room. It's quite amazing.
Another feature of the hotel that creates a real wow factor are the immaculate grounds. They're maintained by a dedicated team of 17 gardeners who start work at 5 a.m. before most guests wake up.
अंदर जाना एक फूल निकाल के लेके आना ठीक है वो जो पास में हो ठीक है हाँ ये यहाँ से निकालना We are using all these water lilies in the lobby area so there is small lotus pond is there so we have to pluck all these lilies flowers from here and we have to place in the lily pond. So there are some flowers like you can see this is a peacock flower plant. So these we are using in the suite rooms. So we have to take out some of the flowers and we have to make a small arrangement.
All our guests, they love walking around in the hotel and they love spending time across the lawns and gardens. But they always, when they're leaving, tell me of how special people within different areas of the hotel have been and how they've managed to touch them in different ways. And I think that's the most important thing at the Udaipur.
So this is also a kind of flower which is nerium or we can say oleander. It also gives fragrance. These we are using in lobby, bar, restaurant. So I had to go to the lobby to put some more flowers in the.
Food is a big part of Indian culture, and this hotel has 2 restaurants, both of which specialise in Indian cuisine with a focus on locally inspired dishes. Executive chef Kamal Singh runs his own cooking classes at the hotel. He starts by taking guests into the local spice market, so they become familiar with the hotel's policy of keeping things traditional to the region.
So this is a shop where, you can see this you will find in each and every shop in India. We will be using the cumin, black pepper, cardamom, cloves, green cardamom, some of the mace over here, and some of the cinnamon sticks. Once you have got all the spices fresh, it really tastes differently. And to check it, you take some cumin in your palm, just rub it, so slightly warmness you do, and then you just. Yeah, it smells amazing, it smells amazing.
The chef likes to take our guests out onto the spice market. And that's an interesting way to introduce our guests to some of the spices which are native to this particular region and are local to this particular region. When we go out into the spice market, the chef takes them into these stalls and shares with them the different kinds of spices that are available in Udaipur.
Jodhpur is very close by. These spices are grown in that particular region and we get it from there. That makes it more authentic and more regional. Guests always prefers to feel this or how to procure a whole spice. Like they must have seen the cumin, but turmeric in the whole form, they must have not seen it. and tell our guests, so which they really like and appreciate. That okay, something new they have to see and new they have to learn.
In New Delhi, the Oberoi has been a business hub since it first opened, and in 2016, management took the huge risk of closing it for more than 20 months for a multi-million-dollar renovation. It wasn't a popular decision with some of their regular guests.
I don't think this hotel required any refurbishment. I don't think so in the first place. Well, if the chairman and the company thought that it needs to be pulled down and it needs to be redone, so be it.
One of the biggest losses to the local community was the shutting of its famous restaurants. It was up to executive chef Rohit Gambhir to manage the upheaval.
I was a part of the process where we closed down this hotel, which in itself was probably one of the biggest exercises one could have imagined. I mean, this was a hotel running for 50 long years, and to close down that hotel was an exercise that of unimaginable proportion. It was huge.
He took what was actually quite an unprecedented decision. He closed down a successful hotel that was a major contributor to his balance sheet, and he said, we will reopen it when I think it meets my standards of luxury.
360 has always been the most successful restaurant in the country. We ran this restaurant for almost 10 years, and therefore to bring a change in this restaurant, we had to strip it. We broke down everything. We had to bring a new life, new energy, everything into it, but yet we had to maintain the DNA.
I think the hardest part for me was to see my team dissipate. I knew that each one of them would be looked after, but not having them with you was painful. And probably the second hardest was moving my family out of this building, because I live in the hotel. I have 2 boys. Both my children were born in the hotel. They have seen nothing of the outside world, or the real world, as some people say. So to take them out and for them to try and figure out why were we leaving home and why was Dad breaking down their home, it was emotional.
With such uproar from the community, the pressure was on for the hotel to not only open on time, but to please the guests who'd made the original hotel famous. And at the beginning of 2018, the new and improved Oberoi New Delhi opened 2 months ahead of schedule.
We opened on the 1st of January. We had a very successful opening, very profitable opening, very popular with the locals. Tremendous sense of achievement, satisfaction, pride.
Anybody who's been into this restaurant before was to walk in, he will see that the restaurant is different. There is a new life, new energy, but yet he will draw a comparison or will understand that it has something with the past. So I think with that part, it has been quite nice. Most of our guests are back. The restaurant is buzzing like it always did. And I think, as they say, the proof of the pudding is in eating it. I think that's what makes it is extremely gratifying, that we see that we've recreated the successful restaurant that it always was.
We just can't get enough of the new Oberoi, because now the hotel is ready for the next 50 years.
In Udaipur, Chef Kamal Singh is back from his tour of the spice market and demonstrating how he uses local Rajasthani flavours in an outdoor cooking class at the hotel.
We are going to show you lal mas because lal mas is the most popular dish, and the spices which we have shown you today, we are going to use those spices. The first marinade will be with the ginger garlic paste. Some ginger garlic paste will come here. Some red chili, Mathane red chilies will come in there, and some coriander powder. And this one we marinated nicely. And what I will do, I will place this lamb because we have to now seal up the lamb. So I will place all this lamb inside there.
Guests who pay to take part in one of Chef Kamal Singh's classes get to sample one of the most popular dishes native to the area.
Food is very important for the guests, so they should get this traditional preparation, and we ensure at Udaivilas we should prepare, authentic Rajasthani lal mas for them. So what I will do, I will take some of the live coal from here and add some of the desi ghee in this. And by smoking this, I will put some cloves in there, some of the chilies in there. So it will all get infused in the lamb. So we do this part in kitchen, and then we serve the final product to our guest. In Rajasthan, they always say guest is God, So we always treat them royally, and we ensure that whatever experience they are doing should be 100% good.
Today, tour guide Ranvijay Singh is taking 2 guests for a tea time tour of the area by boat across the lake. Something he's been doing since the hotel opened.
I'm taking my guests for boat ride because Udaipur is famous as city of lakes. And this is the oldest lake of Udaipur, and this is the best time also to take the guests for the boat ride because lakes are like lifeline for the people of Udaipur.
The lakes are the very centre of this community and used by locals in many different ways.
On your left, you can see a temple dedicated to Lord Shiva. So people of Udaipur, in general, are religious, family-oriented, and deeply spiritual. So especially in the old city, after every 100-150 meters, you will find a temple dedicated to different god and goddess. So behind you, over there you can see a temple dedicated to Shiva. And then you can see the bathing ghats all the way around. You will find men, women from the old city, they come over with their clothes for washing, for bathing.
We do quite a few experiences for our guests. We do a beautiful high tea on the boat. We like to take guests out onto Lake Pichola and enjoy the sights around Lake Pichola while sipping on a cup of Darjeeling and having a few scones. So the high tea on board experience is a very, very nice experience.
In New Delhi, and since reopening, the Oberoi has succeeded in reinventing itself. Its new restaurants are not just for guests, but also locals who want to experience new international cuisines. That responsibility falls to food and beverage manager Simon Rasterick.
We try to appeal to, say, a local market and an international market. And if we have, say, Western European food, we are very lucky to have a European chef who does that. So there's real husbandry and authenticity in the food that we deliver. A prime example would be Baoshan, our Chinese restaurant, where we're lucky enough to have a Chinese chef, and his name is Andrew Wong, a single Michelin star chef from London. And we ensure that the food and the quality of food that we provide there meets both the international palate, and ultimately everyone goes away having had an exceptionally authentic and unique Chinese experience.
One fresh Oriental cuisine is a big draw for diners.
Something that is doing extremely well is our sushi. We are extremely well known in the city of Delhi, in fact across the country, for our sushi. We are the ones who brought sushi to India 10 years ago, and we continue to prepare some of the best sushis in India. And on that, I'd like to introduce you to Chef Asap. Chef Asap has been with us now almost for 5-6 years.
Across town, back in the centre of learning and development, students are being taught about the hotel's range of menus.
Okay, so last time when we had done the pasta class, so Sanjam, can you name me some pastas which are kept here?
Here we have rigatoni
Yeah?
and spaghetti.
Okay, what does rigate mean?
It has ridges on it.
Ridges on it, okay. So anything that has a ridges on it will be called as. So may I request you to start making the sauce here? Okay, yeah. I think I'm one of those lucky chefs in the company who gets to cook 5 days a week, hands-on completely with the students. Yes, it's an emotional bonding, but I think we all have to be professional. And the greatest joy is when they do well in their careers and they become executive chefs. And yeah, and we celebrate something called Teachers' Day. So it's great to see when they put a message on a Teachers' Day to you, say, thank you, chef, for whatever you taught me. So I think it's a great feeling, yeah. Okay, tomorrow you'll have 10 orders standing here and you can't be thinking about. So think in your mind, quickly action, okay? Yeah, okay, great.
There's nothing that can't be taught. And we have immense faith in our own training modules. We have our own training school. So what we look for is people with the right attitude, extroverts. We look for people with a genuine, sincere desire to serve, people who smile easy.
Some of these students are hoping they'll end up working in one of the hotel's restaurants. But for now, they have to master the basics.
Yes, Ravi, how's it going?
Everything is done, chef.
Yeah, it's done. How do you know?
Because the emulsion is...
Okay, great. It's wonderful. Okay, so whilst you're plating the pasta, it's very important to shout for the service team, okay? Because otherwise, your pasta is ready and then you're shouting at the service team. Okay, so service!
The food cooked here is served up in a restaurant on site, so the students have more opportunities to learn how to keep the customers happy.
Careful, plate is hot. So we can actually go and have a look in the restaurant and let's see where our food has reached. So the pasta that we prepared is here, and from here on the restaurant manager takes on the thing, and we as chefs, we just come back to say hello to the guests and take the feedback about the food that we prepared.
Back in Udaipur, the underground tunnels are abuzz with staff, as a guest has booked one of this hotel's most authentic and popular offerings, a dining experience under the lakeside dome. Costing more than £300, staff at the hotel have to work as a team if they're going to make the experience worth the price. The underground tunnels here are in operation 24 hours a day. Tonight's dinner may be one of the hotel's most exclusive experiences, but it can't interfere with the other guests who are staying at the hotel.
They allow us to seamlessly reach guest corridors without really having to take our trolleys and walk around our guest corridors. So that helps us in contributing to the very tranquil atmosphere and experience that we're trying to build for our guests here.
With most of the preparation complete, tonight's guests get to enjoy a private dinner under the lakeside dome, without any idea of the commotion going on below. Dinner is served by executive chef Kamal Singh, and the guests enjoy local Rajasthani entertainment. New Delhi, guests don't have to venture far to go shopping. The hotel has its very own retail arcade in the lower levels. Luxury Experiences Manager Mona Singh is checking in on some of the hotel shops to see their latest items.
We try to find out from the guests what they are interested in. Is it cashmere, jewelry, pashmina? Usually it is cashmere and pashmina because it's something that even the husbands are fine about. Not such a dent in the pocket.
A shop that brings a sparkle to the hotel is their high-end jewellery shop. Mona is keen to see some of the new arrivals.
I think people are spending, actually not just on material, but on experiences, really. They'll buy the one thing, they'll not buy a whole lot of things, but you know, one special piece that they go back and say, okay, that is a fabulous memento of my holiday in India. So we have pearl, diamonds, rubies. So the most expensive item, I think, is a necklace that they sold a few years ago, which cost about 27 lakhs. That would be about almost 30,000 pounds or more. Yeah, and they were actually choosing between two pieces. They ended up buying both. Yeah, these are South Sea pearls. They're Tahitian pearls as well. Diamonds, sapphires, and a huge big ruby.
It's down to staff like Mona to provide guests with a personal service to make sure they have everything they need during their stay.
You could be somebody who's a business tycoon in the presidential suite, or you could be somebody who's saved up all their life to come and have a cup of coffee at the Oberoi. You would get the same treatment, and I think that's what makes it very special for me.
I think what makes this hotel incredibly special are my people, my team, because everything else can be repeated. I'm sure other hotels have good people, but I'm biased. For me, my team's the best.
For some guests, it's much more than just a hotel. For Her Excellency Divya and her son Prince Anirudh Bharatpur, this hotel is like home.
My dream is to come back here with my grandchildren for all their birthdays.
Two very different locations, two very distinct hotels, but with one major similarity. The Oberoi New Delhi and the Udaipur in Rajasthan both strive to reflect the traditions of the subcontinent in everything they do. They mix first-class service and hospitality with local culture, demonstrating what it takes to run two of India's most incredible hotels.
When you enter a great luxury hotel, you must feel you've been transported into another world. There could be a thunderstorm outside, there could even be a riot outside. But when you come in here, everything is just classy, everything is perfect. You never have to complain about anything. And I think that's the great thing about this hotel.
Probably the biggest reason that I've managed to stay and enjoy the 11 years that I've put into this hotel is because of the people I work with and the sense of pride, belonging, and simply happiness. The hotel is an extremely happy hotel. And this shows.
I think this is the most incredible hotel in the world because it truly captures every aspect of an almost perfect hotel. I would love to use the word perfect, but probably nothing's perfect.